I'm MGR Invests, and this video will analyse the economic outlook for the stock market in 2025, with detailed analysis and views from major investment firms such as BlackRock, Vanguard, Charles Schwab, JPMorgan, and Goldman Sachs. By the end of this video, you will know the predicted returns for the markets, including the US, Europe, and the emerging markets, so you've got the best chance of gaining large returns in 2025. Let me know in the comments if you agree with the big five firms, and if not, what you expect to happen in 2025. Let's get into it. 2024 was a fantastic year for the S&P 500, with a 24% return. This was largely driven by strong corporate earnings and AI-driven productivity. In 2023, the return was also 25%. Now here's the thing. The historical chance that the S&P 500 will return 3 straight years of 20% plus gains is just a 3% chance. Historically, the S&P 500 has returned 10% a year, but the S&P 500 actually only goes into the green 2 out of every 3 years. And unfortunately, I know that good things can come to an end because I'm a Manchester United fan. Based on this, you could say optimism around US stocks is already priced into the market, and 2025 will see a correction or a slow growth in the share prices. All 5 investment firms agree that the US will remain a major player in the global economy, but opinions vary on just how strong that performance will be. Vanguard predicts that higher tariffs on imported goods and stricter immigration policies will slow growth by 1% and stocks will return 3 to 5% this year. BlackRock say the bull still has legs and agree that the S&P 500 will also return 10% in 2025. They point towards a shake-up in management, showing the biggest US companies are changing with the involvement of AI. JPMorgan and Charles Schwab both believe the S&P 500 will increase by around 9% this year. Overall, the US is still looking good for investors. Returns may not be as good as 2023 and 2024, but returns of 5 to 10% are still very good based on historical standards. Growth in the UK is predicted to be above the long-term average due to a boost of government spending and investment. The Bank of England is also predicted to cut interest rates from 4.75 to 3.75% in 2025, which should encourage economic growth. Lowering inflation, rate cuts, and stable crude oil prices are predicted to deliver solid stock market performance in 2025 above the 30-year average of 6%. Vanguard predicts growth in stocks of 7%, as do BlackRock, Goldman Sachs, and Charles Schwab. Europe faces growth challenges with geopolitical complexities, high energy costs, and trade tariffs. Inflation is near the European Central Bank's target of 2%, but this has come at a cost of little to no economic growth in 2023 and 2024. Growth is expected to be low due to a risk of global trade wars. However, Vanguard believe European stocks have been undervalued in recent years. Because of this, Vanguard expects European stocks to increase by around 7% in 2025, and all of the other investment firms agree with these percentage points. Emerging markets present a mixed picture, with growth potential but significant risks. It is likely that Asian emerging markets will be caught in the crossfire of trade tariffs between China and the USA in 2025. One market, though, which could be particularly fruitful in 2025 is South America, mostly because of a strong rebound in Argentina. Markets are expected to increase by about 8% in South America in 2025 and only 5% in Asian emerging markets. My investments this year will be focused on 4 index funds plus Berkshire Hathaway. So this is an all-world index fund, the S&P 500, India, and developed Europe. Now here's the weighting of each country for my current investments, and you can see on the left-hand side that it's dominated by the US, followed by India, Japan, France, Switzerland, Germany, and the UK. And on the right-hand side, you can see this on a picture to show the concentration. Now I don't feel that confident in 2025 of selecting individual stocks, because some of them might get caught up in trade tariffs. So instead, I'm going to invest in index funds which replicate this makeup that I'm currently investing in. Now, based on this, these big 5 investment firms say that the US remains the standout performer, but global diversification and a balanced portfolio will be crucial in navigating 2025. Do you agree? If not, let me know in the comments. And what's your strategy for the new year? Let me know, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more insights. See you in the next video.